The debate over storing high levels of radioactive waste in West Texas was turned up a notch today. We have a federal license for it, but an entire community and state government against it. That's where we begin tonight at 10. Thanks for being here. I'm Tatum Gwynn. Now, this has been a conversation on the table for more than 2 years. Could and should waste control specialists up their nuclear storage in Andrews? The feds granted a license for it last year. There has been pushback on the local and state level every step of the way. And today, another step. Governor Abbott doubling down on his stance by petitioning the Fifth Circuit to vacate a federal license that would bring the nuclear waste to Texas. Jonathan Plasek is on the story tonight. Jonathan, will that be enough to put a stop to it?
Hey, Tatum, that remains to be seen. But as long as we have the highest ranking office in Texas on the case, the odds are better. The people who have been in this fight since the beginning say that the governor signing that petition today is a really big deal.
A word to the federal government: don't mess with Texas. Governor Abbott working to keep high levels of waste out. He says Texas is not America's dumping ground. State Representative Brooks Landgraf calls it a tremendous victory.
He is very supportive, as we know, but that is a tool in the toolbox for the state of Texas to push back against the Biden administration's plan to put high-level radioactive waste in Andrews County. So for the governor to weigh in on this, citing HB 7, I think it's a tremendous victory for us here in the Permian Basin.
The big question: does it actually matter? The federal government trumps any state authority.
Hey, he speaks for all the people of Texas, and that's a huge pulpit to stand on, and I think that's very, very important to do that. And so, you know, we've been engaged. Our coalition and Fasken's been engaged in this process since day one, and we've brought up all these contentions.
All sights on a victory inside the Fifth Circuit level and potentially the Supreme Court.
I think that we have a very good case to make because the health, safety, and welfare, those are decisions under the 10th Amendment that are left to the states to decide. There is not anything in the U.S. Constitution that grants authority to the federal government to give them the ability or authority to regulate high-level radioactive waste.
Now, Tommy Taylor and Brooks Landgraf said that they are also working with Congressman August Pfluger on the matter, and they're also trying to get Senators Ted Cruz and John Cornyn on the case as well.